Hey everybody, James here. I'm just doing another update on the shrimp tank. I've got a lot more babies in there now. They are everywhere. Some of them are like hiding up inside the duckweed roots, but you can't really see them at the moment. Check that out, it's amazing how many shrimp are in here. I dropped an algae wafer in here earlier, so it gave them something to do. Really digging the colony though. Looks like another prego. See if I can stable this thing. It's amazing how many are in here. And some of them are just so small. Look at these things. Just tiny, tiny little things. Snail eggs. I'll be back with shoutouts. Hey guys, what's going on? James here. This is the 20-gallon guppy tank. Alright. So yeah, I was up, did a complete Rescape. I'll explain that in a minute. Let me just get these shout outs out, and then I'll tell you what I did. I've got Juan Rodriguez, Osvaldo Beta Breeder, Polito 420, Aquario Manico, Mosin 222222, Planet Tank Nation, Baked EA 87, Wen Nin, a new user, Mr. Juneski 69, and Aquaman 0306. Guys, thank you very much for your subscriptions. I really do appreciate it. Keep them coming. It's awesome, guys. Really, really good stuff. Alright, so, yeah, I was talking to Slim last night and telling him my experience as far as the snails was concerned. I was amazed at how many snails were in this tank. I must have pulled out over 250 of these out of this 20-gallon tank. And, I mean, I knew I had a lot, but you didn't realize how many actually were in there because of the fact that all the plant life and whatnot. So they were up inside the plants and everything. So I went ahead and said, you know what, the heck with it. Got the fish out of here, got their water out of here. And then, I don't know how many times I actually vacuumed it. You can see some of the white specks. That's the sand from underneath. I wasn't really caring at the moment. I just wanted to get everything out of there pretty much. Still some snails, nothing major. I would say probably 10, 15 at max versus what I had. So at least it's at a controllable state. I can just keep picking them out now. And I'll probably use an algicide to get rid of the rest of them. But yeah, so what I did was took out all the slate rock that was in there and I decided to go with the granite. And I mean, I'm not the best when it comes to hardscaping and whatnot, but I figured why not. So I went ahead and tied this Windia Java up here onto this one rock, and then I did the same thing over here on this rock. So, and that's thanks to Mr. Mom for sending me that fish line, because now I'm able to actually do it, and loving the fact that I can do it. I left these plants where they were. That water sprite back there was not in there, so I put it in there. And then I added some narrow needle leaf back in the two corners, canyons, whatever you want to call them. This is the giant rock that I used to have in the 75 before it became a saltwater tank, and prior to that I had pulled it out as well. That one had all the abundance of moss and what have you on it. So I got it standing up sideways. So I think overall it came out looking pretty neat. I mean, yeah, sorry for the bad reflections. It's just really tough, but yeah, not too bad at all. I'm digging how it looks. Definitely something different for it. So my big stick with all the moss on it kind of looks a little out of place, I guess, because of the background of the rocks, but you know, it is what it is. I might end up, who knows, I might even cut that thing down and maybe plant it somewhere else as far as like top half or something. We'll see, but yeah, that's all Java moss, completely retied. So, and then up front here is the wisteria right there. Another narrow needle leaf. Glass is a little bit dirty. That moss is tied to that wood. It's been on that wood from day one. All this moss has been on the wood from day one. It's just that I retied it. And then one of the crypts. There's the jungle valve. I noticed, I guess I had a little bit of blackbird on this one here. So it shouldn't take too long for that to die off. This one over here is pretty healthy. So, but there you have it, guys. I think it looks pretty cool. Something definitely new for the guppies. Alright, with that, thanks again to all my new subs. Make sure to check out their channels. And I'll talk to you all later.